Hello, good morning, and welcome to this mid-morning, well, at this point, late morning taste challenge. This is for Friday, and let me check it off my calendar book right here. Friday, got the check. Friday, July 24th, check. We already did Thursday morning, this morning. So it's moving along. It's moving along. We did the Cruzan, nice metal cap. I guess that's steel cap and jacket, neck jacket, and a nice bottle embossed on either side with Cruzan. Produced in the United States, can't get it right. United States Virgin Islands, part of the West Indies, but United States Virgin Islands, and bottled in Illinois. Age 1 to 4 years. It's actually a blend. I was thinking that was the case, and then I looked at the website and verified it. It is the case. It's a blend of rums age 1 to 4 years. So the youngest is 1, the oldest is 4. And it's got that yellowish appearance because of the barrel aging. This morning I did the Cruzan versus the very bizarre Caliber Caribbean Silver. That video was kind of long because then people were asking me questions, and then we were talking about other stuff, kind of like quasi on the subject. But very interesting anyway. I thought that was no kind of challenge, okay? There's no way you're going to ever confuse Caliber with anything else, unless the Winn-Dixie and the Grand Legacy, Winn-Dixie is for Winn-Dixie and Grand Legacy is for CVS Pharmacy, unless those are strange like Caliber with this unusual strawberry shortcake. That's the closest thing I can think that it tastes like strawberry shortcake flavor, okay? I mean, Jeremy Vincent from Arkansas, cheers to you. He's watching, people. Jeremy's watching. All right. So if you come on here and you act up, you're going to get a video made about you and you're going to blow up. All right. Here's the competitor. Been on the market for 31 long years. Ron Pontalba. Pretty basic label. Looks like a 1989 Ocean Pacific t-shirt. Yeah, that's what you get. It's about as basic as they come. It was $6.99 for the liter. $6.99 for the liter bottle. Yeah. And it says, I quote, imported from the Caribbean islands, bottled by Wide World Importers, Frankfort, Kentucky. The Caribbean islands. Well, that gives us a big wide range. Which island? Tobago, Trinidad, St. Vincent, the Grenadines, Grenada, St. Lucia, Dominica, Martinique, Barbados, St. Eustatius, Aruba, Bonaire, Curacao, you know what I mean? Anguilla. Which island? We don't know. It's probably a number of islands, you know what I mean? It's probably rums coming from across the Caribbean, whatever Sazerac can get for cheap, and minimal aging, shipping it to Kentucky, bottling it in Frankfort, Kentucky. Now you say, that sounds terrible. No, I'm not trying to make it sound terrible. I'm saying that's why you're getting it for $6.99 a liter. You know what I'm saying? You think you're not going to get it. $6.99 a liter, and you're getting this. Okay. Doesn't mean it's bad. You said Sazerac, it's Wide World Importers. I know, Wide World Importers. Right below that, it says, we love to hear from our customers. Gives you the number, www.sazerac.com, and the email. It's Sazerac. Right there in New Orleans. You saying, I know what you're thinking. I thought Frankfort, Kentucky was Buffalo Trace, man. It is sometimes. If it's Pappy Van Winkle or Old Taylor or Old Charter or Eagle Rare, then it's Buffalo Trace. If it's Ron Pontalba, It's Wide World Importers. All right. Are you going to see this on the Buffalo Trace Tour? I don't think so. It's a cream colored head. It's kind of nice. It's cream colored. It's not just white. Sort of a cream colored label. Interestingly, I was in Texas. And where was I? It's some other place. No, it was around here. And I saw it. I was like, oh, look at this. I say, well, well, well. Ron Pontalba, white, gold, and 151. I know I saw that in the last 2 weeks. Ron Pontalba, 151. I know where it was. It was at Total Wine and More. I said, look at this. Ron Pontalba. And it might have been 5 of them. I think it was Ron Pontalba white, which I have right here. It was like $8.99 a liter. I said, why would I pay $8.99 a liter? And I could go to Keith's on Louisiana Highway 49 in Kenner and get it for $6.99 a liter. Well, you know what? I wouldn't. So they had the Ron Pontalba white, the gold, the 151. I think they had añejo and spiced. I know they had that. I know they had that. All right. Maybe not the añejo, the age, but I'm pretty sure they did. Total Wine wasn't that cheap. No. I'm not saying it was bad, like the prices were elevated. No, that wasn't the case. But they really weren't any better than any other place. It's just that their selection was huge. On the surface, at least. It was bigger than normal. Well, yes and no. A lot of it, though, was store brand, private label. Like all these, not beer, but wine and liquor, all these private label. For any type of wine, any type of liquor, it was a private label right alongside the rest. And there's always some strange name that like you never heard of. It's because you never heard of it because you ain't never been in Total Wine before. Okay. Do I have objections to that? Certainly I do not. Are those probably pretty good products? Probably so. Would I ever review them? Maybe. It looks like Total. I'm stuttering. Looks like Total Wine is pretty common. It's growing. It's growing. I don't know if it's going to make it here because there's too many stores selling liquor here. You see what I mean? But every time I'm doing a private label, I'm not doing a major brand, which I could be doing and would garner more interest, I think. I don't know. I got to think about it. It's like Trader Joe's. I can get all kind of Trader Joe's dedicated liquor, but I just don't know if people want to hear about it. Like they got their famous Trader Joe's straight bourbon whiskey. I know who makes it. I know it's Sazerac, so is it going to be a whole lot like Ancient Age, 3-year age? Probably so. Tommy Carroll, good morning, Jay. Good morning to you. All right, well, anyway, let's get to this. I don't think this is going to be as easy as it seems. You say, well, it's 1 to 4 year age, and then you're going against a minimal age. If it's a year, you're lucky. Ron Pontalba. Yeah, I know, and I don't want you to get any kind of impression that Ron Pontalba is something to be looking for. It isn't. It's dull. It's bland. And you get a lot of alcohol fumes on it. But it is $6.99 a liter. And the Cruzan was $9.99 for $7.50. So I'm getting 25% less, but I'm paying $3 more. So it can't be a tie for a victory. Ron Pontalba has to be far ahead of it in flavor and aroma, right? Because for every $3 I pay, I'm getting 25% less. And so if I buy 4 bottles, then I've lost a bottle, right? I could have bought another bottle. So you have to think about it along those lines. I don't know if the Pontalba is going to be that. I don't know if the Cruzan is really going to be that much better, but it might be. We're about to find out. Daryl Macias. Cheers, Ronald. Cheers to you. So here we go. Does Sazerac have a lot of inexpensive white rums on in their portfolio? Huh? Do they? A lot, a whole lot. They don't list them all. So, well, they don't. Their website is worthless for the last 2 years. They show a picture of rum and they say, we make a lot of rums. You click on it, nothing happens. So that's a dead link. And then they have a product specifications list. Okay, so you click and it lists different rums, but it's not all. It's not all. It's like the Canadian whiskey. It's some, it's not all. I don't know what their problem is. It's like, I called them on the phone once. I was like, is something going on in your website? And the guy's like, yeah, they're kind of working on it. I'm like, yeah. When do you think that's going to get updated? I don't know. I'm like, this is not going to ever change. They're very helpful. If you call them and trying to track down a liquor, they'll find it. And they'll tell you who's got it close to you. And if there's nobody close to you, they'll tell you it's not around. They're good for that. But for finding just their portfolio, forget it. Now, if you get on the Buffalo Trace website, sure. Great information about most of their bourbons. Not all. You get on their Great Bourbons website, greatbourbons.com. Same thing. A lot of great information for most, not all. My eyes burning. But generally, the Sazerac main website is a joke. It's a pathetic joke. And the Beam Suntory one is not much better. It looks nicer, but it is not helpful. Off the rant, on with the challenge. And I don't mind ranting and raving because other companies have websites that actually provide information that are helpful and give you a decent impression of their lineup. I don't think any of these big companies give you their whole lineup, but at least they're giving you something. Sazerac's giving you virtually nothing, unless you go into some of the sideline, like Gemini Spirits. I don't know. I don't want to keep talking about it. It's irritating me too much to even talk about it. It smells like wood, kind of a confectionery sugar, but less sweet. It's kind of like that. I think I have an idea, but let's see. More wood, maybe drier. This could be drier. Like, I mean, like not as, there's not much of as much of that confectioner's sugar. But in the aroma area, now the appearance, we know it's a little different. You got the yellow appearance of the Cruzan. Like they say on the website, it looks like what they said, champagne or something. The aroma, it's different, but it isn't really a quality difference. It's just different. This is more pungent. That's more dry. This one's woody. That one's woody. I don't honestly know which is which at this point. Is one better smelling than the other? No. So right now it's sort of a tie there, which is giving the advantage to Ron Pontalba right now. But this is a taste challenge, not a smell challenge. So let's go. Cheers to y'all. Taste. Yeah. Yum, 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 yum. It's the same type thing, but with an alcohol burn underneath. And I don't mean just a burn, but even a flavor. So you say, oh, 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 oh. You mean like rubbing alcohol? Yeah, a little bit like that. That's making me think it's the rum Pontalba. Now I'll give you a little information. Back a long time ago, like 100 years ago or 90 years ago, well, Prohibition, okay, 87 years ago. But a lot of these companies fled to Canada during Prohibition or Cuba or the Bahamas and continued producing. Yeah. So there was a Pontalba rum. It was called Pontalba rum. Looks like, from what I could tell, it was made in New Orleans, in the city. Don't know if it was successful. Don't know if it was popular. Just know it existed. What types did they make? I don't know. I'm not sure. I know there was variants. Something happened and it went away. Seems like even back then it was made by Sazerac, which has changed many times. Sazerac was like Sazerac, but then it was like Thomas Handy, and then it was like can't think of it. Peychaud's. Yes. Oh, well. How you feel now? Oh, that gave me the shivers, the frisson, as they say around here. No. Do you know what she did? Mother! Well, oh, that was the Pontalba. That was the Ron Pontalba, because ain't no way that the Cruzan's gonna have that grating fingernail on a chalkboard approach. Ooh. Hey, you want to get some rum for $6.99 a liter? Come ride with me. Let's go riding. And I'm gonna give you some of this, and you're gonna say, "Oh, whoa, where's the Coke?" Are you going to really waste Coca-Cola on this? You better go run and get you some Surefine. Oh, I think they're getting rid of Surefine. Some Food Club. Get you some Food Club cola or Great Value cola, and then mix it. You say, but that's kind of low grade. Right, it'll work. Oh, mama. I'm in fear for my life from the long arm of the law. Hangman has got, woo, ouch, no. Ha. You say, who drinks that? Depends on how bad you are, how bad off you are. You say, but I got no money, but I gotta have it. I gotta have my liquor. Sad situation. I agree. Sad. Ron Pontalba might be for you. For you. Now, if you dig deep enough, there's a little carbuncle underneath, a bunion, an ingrown toenail, underneath. But you got to dig. If you just look at the top flavor, the top side, Yeah, it's nice. It's got your little 1, 2, 3, and 4 year age rums. Got your little blend. Got your little barrel. Got your charcoal filtration. Got your Illinois bottling. You know, it's kind of nice. Don't think about it too much. Don't press the issue. But otherwise, yeah, it's kind of nice. It's got some quality. Ain't no Bacardi, but anyway, over here, oh man. Oh, I just cut my leg and I need to disinfect it, so I'm gonna pour this rubbing alcohol on it. You say that's not rubbing alcohol, dumb. That's Ron Pontalba white rum, silly. I know, but it may as well be rubbing alcohol, as evidenced by the flavor. I don't want to sell it short. It's not all rubbing alcohol. It may as well be, but it has some kind of rum flavors. Ooh wee, you're a mean one, Mr. Pontalba. It's really Mrs. Pontalba because this was named after the Baroness de Pontalba. Baroness de Pontalba, from Spain, but raised in Spanish Louisiana, and then became a big real estate tycoon who built the most expensive public housing project in America, the Pontalba Apartments, surrounding Jackson Square and the Place d'Armes, the Jackson Square in the French Quarter, the Vieux Carré. You say, well, I could afford it. Sure, you got $5,000 a month. Go rent one. Go rent one. She built them when? In the 1850s? They got her initials on the doggone grill work all the way down. AP. Most of her family's back in France. You say back in France, but she was Spanish. I know, but she married a French man, Baron de Pontalba. He was French, but she was from the Spanish family. Almonaster. So she was Almonaster, and she married Pontalba from France. So that's why I got AP, Almonaster Pontalba. There is Almonaster Boulevard in New Orleans named after her. Is there a Pontalba Street? There probably is somewhere. I never heard of it. I'm not in love with either one of these right now. It's funny how if you put one against the other and then you put one against another one down the road, they don't taste the same. But honestly, the Pontalba is better, and yeah, it's worth $3 more, and you get 25% less. So you pay $3 more, but you get 25% less. But then the quality is, $3 better per trade-off. So I knew Ron Pontalba. I worked with Ron Pontalba. Senator, you know Ron Pontalba. Or I should be saying you're no Cruzan. Ha, ha, ha. All right. Anyway, let's look at the comments. I can't look. Oh, no, Paul Wilbert is coming in here with all his political discussions. Okay. There is a Wikipedia entry on Peychaud's bitters. Yeah. They're like the most famous cocktail mixture product in the world. The show your sister worked on, Treme, had a scene in which one of the main characters, while working in New York after Katrina, throws a Sazerac into a food critic's face. My sister did work on that TV show. She was rounding up extras for it. The critic in the scene was an actual New York food critic that had criticized post-Katrina New Orleans cuisine. That scene was written by none other than Anthony Bourdain. Uh-oh. Don't go there. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying. The theory. But anyway, Ron Pontalba is the well rum at every bar in my city, says Urjo. Makes sense. Do they still call it Jackson Square? I would have assumed it would have been renamed Louis Armstrong Square by now, says Paul. Right, because Andrew Jackson had a lot of bad things about him. I mean, I'm not saying that. That's what they say. Michaela Almonaster, Baroness de Pontalba. Right, Michaela. That'd be a nice drink. I want to get a Michaela Almonaster. I share a birthday with her. She was born November 6, 1795. She died in Paris, for your information. That's right. And she was a real estate tycoon. Do you mean his girlfriend, daughter of Dario Sargento, who made the original Suspiria? I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, well, it's time. Cruzan to get some Pontalba right now. He's cruising. Get it? He's cruising to get some Pontalba. All right, enough tomfoolery, enough jocular humor, enough playing around. This is serious business. This is no joke. Here we go now. Anthony Bourdain's girlfriend was Dario Sargento's daughter. Yeah, we want to try to avoid the kill on that. You keep talking about it, they're going to find me missing. Or say, why did he suddenly hang himself? He was just doing rum reviews. Seems strange. He seemed upbeat, didn't seem depressed. Suspiria was an quote unquote interesting film. Yeah, they got a lot of interesting films out there, don't they? They seem to be implying something more than the alleged premise. But why go there? Cheers, says Anonymous Card. Cheers to you. Okay, here we go. It's time for the reveal. It's kind of scary. Yeah. It's kind of scary, though, because after all these antics of Pontalba talking about how trash, garbage, filth, scum of the earth it was, would it be terribly ironic, like meeting the man of your dreams and then meeting his beautiful wife? No, but wouldn't it be ironic, you know, like having 10,000 spoons when you only needed a fork? Or making two dance pop albums, and then suddenly you'd suddenly pivot to alternative rock right in 1995. No, but I mean, wouldn't it be ironic if I got it wrong? Anyway, here we go. Wish me the best. I am fairly confident, but I think this is the Cruzan. Boy, if I get it wrong, it'll feel funny because I got it right. I got it right so far, y'all. I got it right. I'd hate to be wrong. Ha 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 ha. I got it right. So I'm so elevated in my mystique. You say, watch it, boy. Pride comes before a fall. I know. This is not a matter of pride. It's just a matter of trust. It's a matter of Cruzan tasting unique. It's not extraordinary. It's not anything to go spouting off about, or But it does have some little characteristics that will differentiate it from the others so far. Now, what's coming up on Saturday morning? Well, I'll tell you. It's going to be the I can't remember. It's another Sazerac brand. It's heck, it's a more well-known, not the Ron Pontalba. It's going to be Cruzan versus. Now, if I go in that room and I see it, I'm gonna feel so foolish that I couldn't remember it. Oh, what's wrong with me? Heck. Doggone it. Skull Dry White. I felt so embarrassed when I would look at that bottle. Skull Dry White. Well, now, Skull Dry White is interesting. Yeah, it's cheap. $6.99 a liter. Yeah. I know, only bums drink it. Only people that live on the street drink it. Only, yeah, whatever. Yada. But anyway, it's unique. It has a interesting woody. It's very woody in the flavor. It's like wood. Woody Harrelson and Coach in 1982 before he got sick. But anyway, it's and it's so dry. It's so very dry. It's so dry, as they say in Mississippi, in North Louisiana. I say dry. It's dry. It's so dry. No, man, it's dry. Whatever. I think I'll get it right. Yes, I'm confident. But that's Saturday morning, so let's forget about that right now. Anybody want to see what I bought on my little failure road trip? It was sort of a road trip today because I went stopping, getting back in the truck, stopping, 45 minutes. Didn't find too much. That's why it was a failure. I found 2 cans. The rest was a flop. I said, well, one thing I learned, at least, I don't have to go out there anymore. It's a waste of time. There ain't nothing out there up the river. But I did get those 2 cans, and I hadn't seen them around here, and it was only 2 for $5. So that was a good deal. And I'm going to try them. I tried one this morning. It was dynamite. Dynamite for you sugar fans. Cheers, says Anonymous. And then Paul says, there's no implying in Susparia. There's no implying. Oh, they're just direct, huh? It's even more troubling. Argento, not Sargento. Okay, well, Sargento is a cheese, right? I thought it was just somebody had the same name as a cheese company. And then Paul Aubert, thanks goodness, I enjoy Sargento. He said, I enjoy Sargento cheese. He didn't want to find out that Sargento cheese was associated with some kind of like badness. Yeah, it's worth $3 more a bottle, but on the other hand, if you have a high tolerance for kind of more grating, well, I should forget that. If you are dedicated to just doing mixes, you say, well, I'm just going to mix it with Coke and make all these recipe cocktails. I don't care about the flavor too much. I'm just looking for the cheapest stuff. Well, then, Ron Pontalba will probably be a good choice because you're going to save $3 a bottle and you're going to get 25% more. And it's going to be masked by all the bitters and the sugar and the lemon juice and the lime juice and the ginger and the cherries and the cola and all of that, whatever you're mixing it with. So, yeah, it'll be fine. But if you're going to do some neat tasting, if you're going to taste it neat at room temperature out of a glass, little mini snifter, you would get the Cruzan. And I know what you're about to say. Yeah, but people don't do that. Everybody's into these cocktails. Then it gets a little iffy. Right? Why pay $3 more when you're going to mask the flavor anyway? And see, that's why the bar, like he's saying, he goes to every bar in his town, every bar room in his state has Ron Pontalba as the bar whiskey, the bar rum. the rail rum, the well rum. But yeah, because they do mixed drinks and nobody complains, and it's cheap, so they buy it for nothing. They get almost pure profit because they upcharge. You know, when you buy a cocktail at a bar, the upcharge is so sky high that you get no kind of value. If you go to the airport, it's much worse. So yeah, I mean, heck, I've been to some very nice restaurants, won't name them, but I know I'm right because I looked in the well and I said, oh, look at them, Crown Rust vodka. You say, Crown Rust, what's that? It's like a way cheaper version of Taka. You say Taka. Oh no, that's so low. Taka's so cheap. Yeah, I know this is way worse. And I saw it there, and I said, well, if they can sell Crown Rust, then I guess anybody can do anything. The daughter who dated Bourdain is called, her name is Asia Argento. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff coming out in the world. Not to say that this video is about that. This video is about rum. And the rum Pontalba loses, but it actually doesn't lose that bad. Doesn't do that bad considering the price point. So would I buy rum Pontalba? I mean, I bought it for, you know, taste challenges purposes and to try it, you know, but I wouldn't make any. I mean, for $6.99 a liter, you may as well. What the heck? But I mean, I wouldn't be too dedicated to go get it. The Cruzan, yeah, I mean, you got to buy this one because if you're going to do rum reviews, you got to get this because it's one of the major brands in the market, right? You do rum reviews, you got to buy it. You say, well, I don't want it. You do rum reviews, you got to buy it. I do beer reviews, so yeah, I was going to do Budweiser. Yeah, I was going to do Coors. Yeah, I was going to do Bourbon County Stout. They're big brands. Everybody knows about them. I got to cover it. Of course, the Bourbon County was so wonderful, you know. It better be wonderful for $10.99 16.9 ounce bottle. That'd be wonderful. All right, well, that's enough. All right, that's it. It was a pretty interesting taste challenge, sort of predictable. Went basically the way I predicted, just like early morning Dawn Busters went exactly like I predicted. Skull, yeah, it's going to be, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to know which is which because of, by virtue of Skull's super dry, woody flavor. It's unusually dry. Would I rather buy a Skull over rum Pontalba? They're the same price. Yes, I would rather buy a Skull. I would, yes. I would certainly buy it over rum Pontalba. So I think it's going to give it, I think it's going to give the Cruzan a bigger run for its money. Well, let's get off of this. We can't just go on and on about what we think is going to happen coming up. You know, we'll see what happens. One more thing. Yeah, the Ron Rio is going to be no challenge because Ron Rio is so strange and aberrant that you would never mix it up with anything, you know, so that'll be a wasted video. If you see Ron Rio, just skip over it because Urjo says dry rum, very odd. Yeah, well, it is. Anonymous Kara says, clinking the mugs, clinking the mugs, clinking the mugs. Last chance for this video. If anyone wants to see what I bought today, speak now or forever hold your sausage or your boudin because I'm getting off the air. So if you want to see what I bought today, you better make your request immediately. I'll give you 10 seconds. Oh, let's see it. Well, if you insist. Get these bottles out the way. That was pretty successful. I should have bought gas there because they got the cheapest gasoline prices in this parish, and Chevron, and but I didn't. But that was a mistake. but it's 4 miles away. I'm not going 4 miles. All right. Okay. Here we go. Absolute Berry Vodka-Rita. Sort of like a trademark infringement, like the Lime-A-Rita, Bud Light Lime-A-Rita. This is Vodka-Rita. Oh, well, that's their legal issues, not mine. Yeah. Absolute, one of the most famous vodka companies in the world. This is 10% alcohol. Oh, man. In a 12-ounce can. This is like lightning, man. If you drink this. Vodka with natural flavors, colored. Listen to this. This is something. Natural flavors and colored with purple sweet potato juice. Purple sweet potato juice. A, I've never heard of a purple potato. B, I didn't know they were sweet. And C, I didn't know you could make juice out of it. So that's 3 shocks in a row. Oh my goodness. Oh, no. Secondly, Absolute Grapefruit Paloma. Ready to drink with grapefruit and lemon flavor. It is vodka with natural flavors and colored with purple sweet potato juice. 7%. Well, I don't know, y'all. Can't hurt, I guess. Yeah, I would like to see. Okay, I just bought Jim Beam for the first time, says Hector Lopez. Well, you talking about the white label Jim Beam, the regular 4-year aged? Yeah, Jim Beam is good. It's not great, but it's good. If you want to start with bourbon, say, I want to get into bourbon, Jim Beam would be your perfect starting point because it's so standard. Then you could get Evan Williams, you know, Jack Daniels, and all. So that's a good starting point. Yes, I think you made the right choice. Do a guzzle video with that one. No thanks. Paul, you just trying to entice me to do bad things. No way. Have you seen the Buzz Balls vodka? I used to see those 10 years ago, 6 years ago. Buzz Ball was around. Everybody was into it. Then it just disappeared like overnight. Guess the sales went to nothing, you know. But that was sort of the beginning of it. Buzz Ball is sort of the beginning back in the antediluvian days when flavored vodka, rum, and gin was sort of a strange thing. People say, what? But now it's so common that it's the norm. Yeah, you understand. All right. Well, that's it. I got to get off. Too much talking. Have you seen? Oh, signing off. Enjoy. Yeah, I'm out of here. So y'all take care now. And it was very interesting, I thought. Been going on too long, but it was good. And take care, everybody.